Good afternoon, everyone. I mean, good crafternoon. Hello, welcome to my craft room. Come on in. My name is Susan Campfield. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I love to share creative ideas and hopefully spark your creativity so that you can make and send handmade cards to your family and friends. And together we make the world a better place, right? I hope you're all doing well. Happy Saturday. You are at the monthly Crafternoon event. Cheers, everyone. Let me know what's in your cup today. So this is a class that I do every month, and I do it as a public video so that you can all tune in and watch. Customers who placed an order with me last month of $50 or more here in the US qualified to get a packet to make for this unique fun fold card. I love to create new fun fold cards. It gives me joy, and then I love to share them with you so that you can make them and send them, right? And share them with others. So today's fun fold card is called the Flying Seagull card, and it's not because there's any seagulls on it anywhere. No seagulls were harmed in the making of this card, but it's more about the shape of the card. And so it is a freestanding fun fold card. Many of you told me that you really like to have cards that can stand for display, because let's face it, when we make and send cards to our family and friends, we are creating our own artwork to share with them, and then they can display it if they so choose. And so it's just easier, right? If it's a fun fold card. So, ooh, ginger ale sounds yummy. Aloha, Pam, how are you? So good to see you all here. We're gonna just get right into it. I'm gonna be sharing the fun fold card, how to make it, and then I'll be sharing a whole bunch of alternate cards, because when I make a fun fold card, I like to Jennifer Walsh, my moderator Jennifer Walsh, is on top of it here. She's telling you how you can qualify for next month's Crafternoon, so you can make a card right along with us for whatever creative fun fold Susan dreams up for next month. So when I make the fun folds, I don't want to just decorate it one way, right? That doesn't help out your creativity. So I do multiple versions with completely different products, so that gives you lots of ideas. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to hide that comment. Try to get better at remembering to hide the comments. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to flip to my messy desktop here. Let's see, where is the right button for that? Oh boy, can you hear my printer in the background? Sorry about that. It's just working away, doing its thing. All right, we are all set. So we are going to make the Flying Seagull card, and I'm going to start by showing you what the card looks like when it is complete. So here is the Flying Seagull card. So my son and I came up with this name because look, it looks like it has wings and it could just take off and fly away. But of course, it stands for display. The center section pops out. Let me see if I can just, it's going to make you all dizzy if I do this. See, I got cords that are not cooperating. Can you see that? Oh, wait. Let's straighten that up just a little bit. So this is how it stands for display, and it collapses down to fit in a standard envelope. So let's look at that. Get these dang cords out of the way. So it folds down like this, and you just slide it right in the envelope. Or you also have the option to put those in front. It depends how you want it to come out of the envelope, your choice. And then it stands for display. This card gives us a lot of options to have some fun decorating. Where do you sign it? You might be wondering that. I'm looking for my one that I actually signed. Oh, good Lord, it's in this. I might have lost my first thing, friends. Oh, good. We're not going to get too thirsty today. Oh, seriously, what the heck? Well, anyway, I will show you when you make it, but I chose to sign it right in here. You could also write this whole, I'm not very wordy, so I like to do just right there. I also have some of the alternates where there is a stamped or decorated panel hidden back there. If you so preferred. You could certainly do it on the back, but I think that's less intuitive for people. They're more used to opening a card, so that seemed to be, to me, the more obvious place to put the greeting. So let's go ahead and make our card. Now we are using the Dainty Flowers Designer Series paper for this card. I hope you got some, friends, because it is gone. It sold out. It was a free with a $50 order in January and February while supplies last. And guess what? Supplies ran out. So this paper is now officially gone, but I know many, many, many of you have it. So we're going to start. This is the one that people got in their packet. Now, depending on which packet you received, you might have gotten a different pattern. And no worries, I'm going to show you all of them. So where are we at here, Sue? Where are we at? Well, that's a really good question. Let's grab a packet. Yes, let's grab a packet. Hold on. Grab your phone. Okay. Didn't find what I was looking for, but that's all right. Not very unusual. All right. Cheers, everybody. Take a little sip because Susan's finding Susan is losing stuff today. Because that is how I roll. I get creative, I get excited, I make a big fat mess, and then I can't find anything. So there we go. That's how we work around here. So I'm going to pull out my supplies very badly of my clear envelope here. What is my problem today? All right, we're off to a rocky start. All right, so in our note that I sent out, I listed the supplies that you need for this card. Those of you who are Stamp Field Star team members, hey team, you got a detailed email with all of the sizes, a photo of all of these pieces so that you could cut and make this along with me. So hopefully you've got all your stuff. All right, Susan does not have all her stuff, so I'm going to grab it. All right, I need dimensionals. Yeah, well, I got those. Standard adhesive of choice. Oh, crud. All right. Hang on, I found it. It was a little bit buried, but I found it. You can also use multi-purpose liquid glue for this card. Now, if you are not a multi-purpose liquid glue fan, that's okay. Use whatever adhesive you prefer. I don't want you to make a gluey mess of your card because I struggle sometimes with multi-purpose liquid glue. So I gotcha. So the only slight advantage of that, it is a little bit movable before it's stuck down solid, but it is not a criteria. So in your packet, you've got two pieces that are 8 1/4 by 4 1/4, and they are scored at 2 1/4 inches, 4 inches, 6 1/4 inches. And again, there are two of them. So those two cards are two those two pieces of cardstock are what are going to form our card base. And then this is going to be the center pop-up panel. This piece is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start folding, and I'm going to start folding with just one of these. Now, if you look at these dimensions, we have, whoops, you want to lay it. So I flipped it around. Why did I flip it around? Because I want the widest part on the left for this. This is going to be the left-hand wing of my card, this side right here. Okay. So I've got that left-hand side as the wider piece. And this one is going to be a mountain fold. So what that means is I'm going to fold it back so that the score goes up like a mountain. Okay. The next score is going to go down like a valley. Okay. So we got our mountain, we've got our valley. The last score on this piece is also going to go down like a valley. So like so. Now I'm just going to take my bone folder and double down on those. Oh boy, is that the nicest bone folder I have up here? Ooh, sorry guys. It's got glue on it. That's all right. It does the job, right? So I've got the mountain score folded really well. I'm going to score that valley piece that I had. And then this last one that was also valley, I'm going to fold it over, line up the top and bottom edges, and give that a good sharp crease. So my piece now looks like this. Jennifer has our dimensions right here. So there's 2 of these, and they are, bless you, Jennifer, because I didn't get that done, 4 1/4 by 8 1/4 and scored at 2 1/4, 4 inches, and 6 1/4. Okay, so we did this fold. Now we're going to do the same thing with our other piece. This one is going to be the right-hand side, but it's easier for my brain if I start with that larger section on the left. So we're going to fold it exactly the same. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and fold right here. This is going to be a mountain, again, just like we did on the first one. Next fold is going to be a valley. And the last fold is also going to be a valley. All right, so I'm going to go back in with my bone folder. Get everybody creased really well. And this last one, again, that valley, I just want to line up that top and bottom before I give it a good crease. All right, so both pieces should now look like this. Just hold them up like that so that you can kind of see where we're going with this. Some of you like to watch the video first and make your project afterwards. Totally get that. Totally, actually not a bad idea. All right. So now when I assemble the card, I'm going to take the right side panel and I'm rotating it. I'm rotating it so that the widest parts, the 2 1/4 inch scored sections, are on the outside. Okay. And that these folded back valley pieces in the middle they're going to meet up. Those 2 folded edges on our finished card are going to meet up in the center. Let me show you the back here of this card. The pop-out piece is going to be adhering to these 2 panels, and that's what we're going to do next. All right, so we're going to go ahead and this is where you can either use adhesive, multi-purpose liquid glue, or you can use your adhesive of choice. So I'm going to fold these back. I'm going to zoom in here in the hopes that you'll be able to see this better. Come on, camera. I'm trying to flatten that a little bit more. All right, there we go. So you can see when these join up, there is a gap before the first score line. That was intentional. The first drafts I made, it was too tight to the score line, and if you didn't get it just perfect, it didn't fold up. I like to have a little more fudge factor than that. So this piece is the same way. I gave us some fudge factor. I made it a little bit bigger than these 2 panels. That way, if I don't get it exactly in the center, you're not going to see an edge poking out. All right. Top and bottom, however, there's nothing I could do about that. It's 4 1/4, so those will need to line up. All right. So when we adhere, we're going to just start by adhering it on the left side, but I want to show you before we do that what our end game is. So our goal here is to have an 1/8 of an inch gap on each side of that center panel. There'll be an 1/8 of an inch before the first score line. Okay. And it doesn't have to be 1/8 of an inch. It was a little bigger on one side than on the other. Seriously, friends, nobody is going to notice, right? Nobody's going to notice. If you are a very, very exacting person and you want it totally perfect, you could make a pencil line if you really wanted to. I'm not an exacting person, so at least when it comes to that. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to grab my multi-purpose liquid glue. Again, you can use standard adhesive. Maybe I'll do that on the other side. And remember, a thin line is just fine. Dot is a lot, and a lake is a mistake on the multi-purpose liquid glue. So I've got that. I realize I am still zoomed up, but I think that's probably a good thing. Let me know if you can see all right. All right, so we've got that glue on there. We're going to take that 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 panel. I'm going to kind of push this down and line that up. So I've got that 1/8 of an inch on this side, about approximately, and then I've lined up with the top and bottom edge of the card. Okay, and I'm going to press that down. So that looks like this now. It's attached to that left-hand wing, if you will, of our card. Let me zoom out a little bit. And on the back, you'll see that there is a little bit of fudge factor, a little bit of extra room for getting it on there without that bottom part poking out and showing. If anything shows, you've got 30 seconds or less, 10 seconds to get your everything shifted around. All right, so I find it easier when attaching the second panel to turn this whole business over. Okay, I'm going to be putting my adhesive on here. I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to slide it right so that it's butted up with that other fold and press down. And I'm going to make sure the top and bottom are even. So I'm going to, again, oh, I said I was going to use the other tape on this one. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put some seal adhesive on this one. With the seal, I like to do a little pirouette turn at the end that kind of breaks the strings, helps keep it all where it's supposed to be. All right, so I've got the glue on my right hand flap piece, but this is the back side, so I need to turn this over, and then I'm going to kind of angle down to make sure that I am connecting here. I'm lining up those two folded edges so that they are butted up together, and then pressing downwards. Now, when I turn my card over, hello, I have a fun little pop out and I have a flying seagull. And from here, friends, it gets to be the fun part because now we get to make it beautiful, right? So let's go ahead and decorate our card. So I have stuff everywhere is what I have. All right, so I have some of the beautiful designer series paper, the Dainty Flowers designer series paper. In the tutorial, I show you how I cut it so that you can get 6 cards that look like this out of one piece of that particular pattern. Okay, I've got my cutting tips there. So this piece is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to adhere it onto the front of our card. Oh, I can hardly wait to show you the alternates. I had a lot of fun, you guys. I had a lot of fun. Lots of fun. Now, tutorial. I mentioned the tutorial. There is going to be a tutorial for these cards. How many cards are there, Sue? Well, if I don't count that there's 3 in this set, and not really because they're basically the same, there are 6. If I count all 3 of these, well, there's 8. So I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on this. Now, you totally could flip this around. You could put that side up if you want. That actually would be really pretty. Ooh, should I do that? I'm going to do that. I just so happen to have. All right, so you can do it like this. You can do it like this. So many options, friends, right? They all look good. With this one, I liked it better like this. But it's the same 2 pieces. It's just depending. But I hadn't done any with the green up. Let's try it. Maybe we won't like it, but let's see what we think. So these pieces are 1 1/2 by 4, and there's 2 of them, and they're going on the inner panels. And I might be jumping script here. I don't remember if on the tutorial, if I did this first or last. All right. These are directional papers, so you do want to take a moment to make sure that your pattern is up if you're doing this side of the paper. This side totally doesn't matter, okay? And then we've got our last 2 panels. Now you can do this side. I'm actually going to do this side. And remember, these outside panels are the ones that are going to tuck behind when it comes out of the card. And so that's why I'm doing that deeper, I guess it would be starry sky color, because it picks up the purple of the flowers a little bit better, but it's totally your choice. Again, there's no wrong answer here. And these 2 panels are 2 inches by 4. Okay. This card is super simple. Super simple. And the plus side of that, it gives you so many decorating options, right? But it looks super fancy and it stands for display. So, all right, let's go ahead and, you like that, Janine, the smaller ones? They're kind of pretty. It's that nice, soft, calming green. All right, so there we have our card. Here's some different versions of how you can decorate it. So fun, right? Now I finished this off with the, where is it? Where is it? It's here. It just has stuff on it. Found it. Oh no, you guys. I was going to take a sip of my drink, but we got a little problem. How on earth? I haven't even used any dimensionals yet, and I have a dimensional paper in my water. Oh, good heavens. All right, so I'm using the Something Fancy bundle for this. For those of you that got your packet, I die cut that label out. Now, this stamp set is actually the orange rubber, so I do realize that's a little hard to hit perfectly straight on there. You might just want to take a scrap of paper and cut it and die cut it out yourself. Totally up to you, but that is going to go, I'm just going to pull this in here. That'll be finishing your card. If you have a photopolymer sentiment that would fit on that skinny label, you could do that instead. It'd be easier to line up. And then in your packet, you have this little Post-it note. I hope you didn't throw it away. This has our embellishments inside of it. So we have 3 small iridescent rhinestone gems. I could like buy stock in iridescent rhinestone gems. I love them. They're very subtle, but they add that nice little bit of sparkle to a project, which I really appreciate. So on this one, I'll just show you where I did them on all of her, depending on which pattern you guys have. So on this one, for this pattern, I put one at the bottom of the Brown-Eyed Susan there, rudbeckia, whatever you want to call that. And then, is this clover? I don't know what that is, but I put it at the base of that. And then larkspur, or whatever this is here, I put it at the top. On this one, I put one in the center of the big pink flower, one at the bottom of this purple flower. I love how I just abandoned the actual names of the plants because I don't really know them. And then this one over here on this clover piece. And this one, oh, where did I put them on here? I put them here, here, and here. Doesn't matter. Wherever you want, just a little splash of sparkle is totally cool, right? Totally your choice. And the last one will go right here. So easy, right? And I am not stamping this because I'm a little bit fritzy today. So I will totally get it crooked. So I'm not even going to try. All right. So we need a dimensional ice cube tray. I love it, Janine. That's exactly what we need. Watch out for flying dimensionals, everyone. Oh, stay safe out there. All right. So are you guys ready to see some more flying seagull cards? All right, let's grab some more flying seagull cards. Oh, which one should I show first? All right, let's stick with the flower theme. So the first one here is, I got to fold it up all pretty. The first one here is the two-tone floral. If you've been watching my recent videos, I've been having just a boatload of fun with the two-tone floral bundle and all the pretty things that come in that. So you can find those on my channel. Where's another one here? Right here. Super fun. And then the beautiful Fancy Flora Designer Series paper. So of course I had to do a flying seagull with this fun bundle. And then this is the shimmer paper. Oh, can you see how pretty that is? It did not do it justice in the photos. And I did emboss it with the Cane Weave embossing folder. And then this one opens up like that. So I've got some more of that pretty Fancy Flora paper in there. I think that paper can be a little intimidating for people because it's watercolor. Don't be scared of it, you guys. Put it on a card, put some flowers on top of it, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Here's one that one of my team members sent. She just sent it with some greeting on it. Who was that from? That was from, oh gosh, I don't remember who sent me that. Was it Colleen? I can't remember. Colette, maybe. Okay, let's see. All right, I have another one floating around here, but I can't find it. So take a drink. I can't find it. So that is this version. Now this one, I did do a little stamping and added an extra panel on the quote unquote inside of the card, although you could see how you could write all over both of them if you're a little more wordy. I found it easier to stamp. If I was going to stamp, I found it easier to insert an extra layer there. You could potentially do that first before you build your card base if you didn't want the extra layer. I also have a version of the card, this card in the tutorial bundle that I didn't emboss the shimmer, which is also absolutely gorgeous. You don't need to do that embossing if you don't want to. All right, the next two cards are the, oh, goody. Next two cards are made with Seaside Bay. This first one is a beautiful sympathy card. So we've got the shell on there. We've got some whitewashed wood behind, like you'd see at a beachy sign. And then this one opens up like this. And we have the beautiful gold on the inside. And then I made a little special spot where you could, send a heartfelt thought that's private. They can still display it, but nobody will see that unless they're nosy and they open it up. So that is a beautiful sympathy card. Now, this Seaside Bay bundle, which is where I die cut the shell and stamp the word sympathy, that is on back order right now. It'll be back in stock in March. So it's coming back. Right now, you can, however, pick up this beautiful By the Bay Designer Series paper. And it is so gorgeous. In fact, it is so gorgeous, I couldn't just make one card with it. So I made one that was maybe a little more masculine. And this one is a birthday card. So I've got the seashell there on the front. And yes, I put a flat backed pearl on there, even though it's a masculine card, because I mean, oysters have pearls, whether it's a guy getting it or not, right? You could certainly leave that off though if you preferred. I don't know if you can see the shimmer in this paper, but it is absolutely stunning. And then this one opens up like this. And a couple of the patterns of paper are a seascape. And so I put that on the inside so it could stand for display. And then again, I have that little secret spot where you can write a personal message on the inside of the card. Oh, we have two more. You guys ready for more? Ready for more? I'm ready for more. All right, this is new. This is a sneak peek. This will be coming out in March, or if you are purchasing the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit, you can put these products right in the kit. Demonstrators can order these right now. So absolutely beautiful. Got a number of new products here. This is the Hello Irresistible Designer Series paper. These flowers and leaves actually are also cut from that paper. These are the loose dots. I use multi-purpose liquid glue to adhere those. This die is part of the, oh, Jennifer, I'm blanking out. Dang. I was doing so good there. Irresistible, what's the name of the bundle? Hang on. I grab this over here. I'm grabbing a cheat sheet. Friends. Irresistible Suite is part of the online exclusives that'll be available March 1st for customers to order. Or right now, demonstrators can purchase them or they can put them in the starter kit. And my card is flopped open so you can see what it looks like. But I'm scrambling to find the name. Irresistible Blooms. That's it, Jennifer. You beat me once again. You're awesome, Jennifer. Thank you so much. So we also have a brand new embossing folder on here. And in fact, this 3D embossing folder comes with this. It's a package of 3 folders and they're all amazing. One is like poppets, like bubble wrap kind of. One is just kind of a texture. And then this one that I don't know, it's a 5-pointed flower, but you know what it also looks like is a starfish. So it would actually be really, really pretty with the Seaside, the By the Bay Designer Series paper would be gorgeous. This die that's part of the Irresistible Blooms bundle is awesome. In the tutorial, I tell you how I did this, this color, because the colors in this paper, there are 2 colors that are actually retired Stampin' Up! Colors, which tells us that we might be having a color refresh coming up very soon here with the new catalog. So they're bringing back Tranquil Tide and Lost Lagoon. I don't have either of those colors in my array ahead of me. I might have them squirreled away in a box somewhere. So in the tutorial, I tell you how I got this in color that goes perfectly with the leaves. And then over here, you can also write your message. This one I did not add the extra panel, but of course it stands for display. And you know me, friends, I like a lot of white space. So pretty. Susie Q is asking about the tutorial and if that's available to purchase. So this is a class. So you can get a tutorial for all 6 of these cards and how to make them. And it is a new and improved tutorial. And I'm really excited to share some things about that, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But first of all, we've got our last card here. This one is with the Enjoy the Journey paper. Right now, the Enjoy the Journey paper, which is absolutely gorgeous, is available, and I use the Greatest Journey bundle. This could be a free celebration choice. You put in a $50 order, so let's say you buy the bundle, you can get the paper for a free choice, which is awesome. And now celebration ends end of February, like next week. So time's running out. So if you open this up, I've got, I decided to make a graduation card with this. So I have the hiker here. Now there's an option in those dies. You can actually remove the lantern and you can put a staff in the hiker's hand. Totally your choice. You just cut off the lantern and die cut the staff. The moon die is also in there. In the tutorial, I tell you how I cut the mountains. I have some photos in there on how I did that. And then inside, I've got Let's Celebrate Your Graduation. So this would also make a great masculine card, a great card for anyone that likes camping and those kind of adventures. There's even a tent in the Greatest Journey bundle that is super cool. This paper is absolutely stunning and absolutely love it. So let's talk the tutorial. You can make all of these cards in the tutorial bundle. The tutorial, I have streamlined the system. You're going to be so much happier. Special shout out to Shirley, Paula, Carol, Jean, and Jennifer, who all gave me feedback on the new and improved tutorial bundle and our tutorial. And it's going to take me a while to change my version. So some of you had said it was too many pages to print out. You wanted it more streamlined, shorter, and so forth. So that is what I have done. So the beginning part, the first 4 or 5 pages, are just concentrating on the fold with step-by-step photos on how to do the fold. And then I have all 6 cards in here, step-by-step written instructions on how to make the cards, and then photos just wherever it is especially needed. So that makes it much easier for you when you purchase that tutorial. It is $15. It is available right now, friends. You can go to my blog or my website, suestanfield.com. Click on shop and then click on tutorials for sale, and you will find the February Crafternoon Flying Seagull card tutorial bundle available to purchase right now. And you can download it. And when you download it, instead of the 5 different things you had to download that are a gazillion pages, you just have one document that you can click on. It'll say click here to download, and you can make these right now. And I want to see them. I want to see what you make. So many fun choices, right? You got guy cards, you got girl cards, you got sympathy cards, you got all the things that you need. And I just love cards that stand for display, right, friends? It makes them so much fun. Now, I have a lot of other tutorial bundles. I've been doing Crafternoon now this is month number 14. So in addition to this one, there are 13 other tutorials in there that are in the older style, which are all step-by-step photos. Like here's a photo of you stamping the thing. Here's a photo of you die cutting the thing. So if you need that extra level of detail, you're newer to stamping, those might be a great choice for you to walk through. So you can get any and all of them. Now, if you you're not able to purchase the tutorials, that's why I do this video. I also have free project sheets that go out all the time, and those are in my email, and you can sign up for those right here. Free project sheets, suestanfield.com. Click on subscribe, and you will get those. Now, those of you that got the packet, made the card with me today, you'll be getting an email today, later today, with your tutorial, because you get it for free besides getting the packet. Anyone that places an order in my online store this month is going to get a packet in the mail from me in March with our March Fun Fold card, and you will get that tutorial for free. Team members, as you know, you always get the tutorials for free, and so you'll be getting those emailed to you later this evening. The blog post that goes with this is not up yet. I wanted to focus on getting the tutorial done and getting it available to you, so that will be available probably tomorrow, I'm thinking. At this point, we'll see how we go. Let me go back to comments. Let me switch the camera. Jennifer, what am I forgetting? I'm sure I've forgotten some things. Who knows what? So many pretty cards, right? So many pretty cards. So I appreciate all of your feedback. I know you're loving the tutorial. Somebody said about last month's card. Think I can find that? Oh yeah, I can. She messaged me and she said that last month's Crafternoon tutorial fun fold, which was the pop-out slider, was the most beautiful Stampin' Up! Card she's ever made in all her years as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. She said she made 4 of them. So it would be cute with the daisy paper. That is true, Becky. It would be cute with anything, really. So I appreciate your feedback. I wanted these tutorials to be easy for you to follow, easy for you to print, more streamlined, more concise, and I think we've accomplished that. And again, shout out to my 5 proofreaders and testers who made the card and gave me feedback. Oh, we need another picture of this part. So, Laura, I do not have any of this class, any packets left for this class, but you can certainly pick up that tutorial bundle, or excuse me, the tutorial. It's only one. You don't have to click on 6 different links and try to find them on all. It's all in one document. Yay. So I'm super excited, and I'm looking forward to next month's Crafternoon, which will be another awesome fun fold. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I'll be back again in a few hours, 7:30 p.m. Central Time this evening, and we'll create a card together. I look forward to seeing you then. So let's see. A question about mailing. Is that right, Jennifer? I lost it. It was here a second ago about mailing this card. Was there a question about if it's bulky? Oh, she was asking about adding something. All right, Mary, I got to find your comment because I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Did you use the thick whisper, the thick white paper for the base of the card? I did not. And the reason I did not was because when you're adding this layer on top, it gives you a lot of stability. And then you're adding designer series paper, which also give it stability. So no, this is standard basic white, and it is quite robust. And when it's all accordion folded, it is quite sturdy. But really good question. If you are a fan of the thick, you absolutely could do that. Again, like Jennifer mentioned, you might need a little extra postage because that will add a little bit to the bulk, but it's certainly an option. So great question. And of course, when you do it in the cardstock, that is a little bit thicker, more like the thick basic white. So it's a little bit thicker, but yeah, it's not too thick, I don't think so. All right, thank you all for joining me. Take care. I look forward to seeing you on our next video. And again, you can go to SueStampfield.com, click on shop, click on tutorials for purchase, and you can pick up the Flying Seagull Fun Fold card. Thanks for hanging out with me today, everyone. Take care. Happy creating.